it's just crazy. Like I didn't think it was possible, and I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so glad I found Isabel. Um, yeah, thank you guys.
Wow. I'm like gonna cry. I'm happy
Hi,
to
I'm
hear
gonna
that.
Jasmin.
cry.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Hey, I'm Evan. I'm Belle's brother.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I guess you two have not met before.
I've seen him in the videos, but and I was texting him, but no, not
Yeah.
formally.
Well, it's
Yeah.
nice to meet you. You've been killing it with us. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you guys.
All right. So what we'll do is kind of break this down into just two parts here. We'll kind of, or three parts. We'll kind of talk about before, your ads before, and then kind of doing our ad setup call and you handling the ads alone, and then now like what you've experienced just using the bot and everything like that. Does that sound okay?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, awesome. So, chapter one of your journey would be just before you were running ads at all. Can you just kind of go back and walk us through like what your business was looking like at that point?
Yeah, so I literally went maybe like from 2017 to like 2022. It was just all organic. I had never really tried ads. And then 2022, it started to die down a lot and I had like other artists working for me. And so I did work with like an agency that I wouldn't say it was like an actual agency. It was like one of those um like people that will say like, oh, we'll set up your ads for you. If you don't see results, you don't pay us or whatever. But you still had to pay them, obviously, you know? And so it was just like every now and then I would get inquiries, but it wasn't ever for like my other artists. It was for me. Or they would the people I was working with would have me like discount my prices or have like $250 brows or whatever to get them to come in. And then when I would try to sell those $250 to my other artists that charged less than me, they would not book. So that's really the only experience I had with running ads before this. It was just like it just never worked. And me setting up the ads by myself, I was just like either boosting posts or just like randomly like setting up random like videos that would do good on my page. I would go on Facebook and kind of like play around with it, but I never really saw any results off of that.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Did you
Mhm.
feel like at any point, like based on those maybe prior experiences, that you started to believe that like maybe ads didn't work?
Yeah, for sure. Because I was like, oh, well, I've tried ads, like what, and it like never really worked. So, I mean, I was very hesitant to try ads before because I tried it with someone else running it for me. I tried it with me running it on my own, and I was like, what is this gonna be like any different? Like, what difference is it gonna make?
Yeah. Did you like what did you tell yourself was the reason that you weren't able to like have success with it?
Um, I felt like honestly, I felt like it was just maybe like too many people running ads or maybe my ads weren't good enough or maybe my targeting was off, like I wasn't putting in like the right target market or whatever with the audience. So that's why I thought like it had never worked for me before.
Yeah, just confusion with,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Or that the market is too saturated because I hear that one all the time too.
Hmm.
Okay, so what was your typical week looking like? Like even before like our ad setup call, just to kind of recap on that, what was your week looking like? How many appointments were you getting? I guess when things were starting to like slow down and you were trying to experiment other ways.
So at that point I was like things had slowed down with services, so I had started putting more focus into getting students because I was like, okay, well if services are slowing down, I'll focus on getting students and I'll teach them how to, get models so that way that would be our client and they learn and like things like that. So my typical like you said week or month or
Yeah, just like a week. Like how many new clients?
um So it's kind of hard to tell like during that time frame from like 2023 to 2025 because I would run like a 6-month apprenticeship program for students. And so there would be weeks where there would be no new clients at all and we would just be practicing with students. Um, so I mean on a monthly basis, like me myself getting new clients, it would be like maybe one or two new clients a month for me. And then of course whatever models my students would bring in, of course I had time to help them and stuff because I wasn't seeing that many new clients a month.
All right, so stage two, we connected, we jumped on a call. I had set up your ad for you. And this is sort of where, the ads kicked in and you kind of saw that these were real people inquiring and people were coming in. Walk me through handling those leads. What was that like for you?
Um, it was crazy because like literally after, because we did on my ad setup call the day after Christmas, I think. And so I wasn't expecting anything of it, but literally the next day, or I don't even think, I think it was like that night, like I started getting like a bunch of like leads coming in. I was like, oh God, what do I do? There's so many leads, like what do I do? And so I was just like responding. I used like the script and just like copy and pasted like, messages to all those people. And I literally used the same thing to get those people to just come in. Um, but yeah, it was crazy. I wasn't expecting that amount of leads at all from just our call. I thought maybe I was gonna get a few likes or maybe like a few messages. Um, but yeah, it was just crazy. As far as like messaging those people myself, I mean, it helped that I wasn't busy with services in the studio, so it helped that in that sense because I was able to reach out to them and all of that stuff. But yeah, it definitely was a lot.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were able to keep up, or did you start to feel like, okay, this isn't realistic? And I know we were at $15 a day too.
Yeah, I was able to keep up at first because, like I said, since I wasn't busy in the studio, at first, that's how I was able to keep up. But once I started booking more consultations and actually booking more services, then I started to notice like I wasn't keeping up with like following up with the people that didn't message me back or like the new leads, or like I would notice maybe like one or two new leads that would come in, I would not even message them at all. And then it came to the point where I was like, well, I'm tired. Like I don't like. I was working on at the studio and then I didn't want to like go and message like all those people like, at night.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Especially when you get booked out too, and you're like, you have the bookings, then it's almost like who would be answering those people, and it's kind of leaves
Yeah.
you in this situation. Evan,
Yeah.
on the number that you sent me, the 36 consult booked, 21 canceled, is that what you wrote on the school, Jasmine? That you in the time that you were running ads, you booked 36 consults, but then 21 canceled or no showed?
Are you talking about like when I wrote in the school or the sticky I sent you today?
The
No, specifically like once you started running your ads and then you made your own post on school.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, could you talk about those numbers a little bit? Like your numbers before like your actual consults booked, your showed consults, and then like what percent of those people you actually ended up booking the browse for before you started
Mm,
with us?
yeah. I didn't check my numbers on that part, but yeah, if we're referring to that school post,
Yeah,
I
I can pull
feel
it up
like
here
it
too.
was, here, let me pull it up. I think I have it here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm pretty sure it was 36 consults booked, 13
Yeah.
that showed, but I don't know how many purchased.
Yeah, so it looks like when we did the ad setup call, you were doing everything manually. You posted that to date, okay, you started it on 12/26 and you posted this on February 4th, 13th. So you said to date that ad has generated 337 leads. Out of
Okay.
those, 36 consults were booked and 21 canceled or no-showed, but you booked 13 brow appointments.
Yeah. Yeah. So out of all of that, I booked 13 new brow appointments. And then that's when I added up my total revenue was at 4730. And then that was just doing the $15 a day.
Okay. Awesome. And
4730.
then, sorry, were you saying something, Evan?
What was the number on that? 4730?
Yeah, 4,730.
Nice.
But at
Yeah.
that point too, I was not charging because my normal price is like 550 to 650. But because I had like you know, I didn't have like that demand going back then because I wasn't booked out or anything. I was just charging these people like 300 to 400 to just get them to book. So now that I have, consultations coming in and all of that stuff, now I am actually charging the 550 to 600.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad it gave you the security to like move up because I know there's been a lot of anxiety and just like, trust behind this whole process, but I'm really glad that you
Yeah.
like just stuck with it and are seeing the real results now.
Yeah, because I remember telling you like to when we moved it up to $30 and I had it on $30 for like 3 days and I was like, no, never mind. Like, let me move it back down. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, no, don't do this.
Yeah. I'm glad I trusted it.
Oh, I'm glad too.
To kind of recap the phase two, where you started running our ads, your total ad spend was $762. You got 337 leads on Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
You booked 36 consults, 15 of which showed. And so then you got 13 brow purchases, but they were lower price because you didn't have that much demand coming in, bringing you
Right.
to a revenue of 4730.
Yeah.
Sound right?
Hmm.
Okay. So yeah, now let's if you were gonna move into the next phase, Val, is that what you're gonna
Yeah.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
definitely. So now between then and when you started with us, it was me basically texting you like, "Hey girl, I know this is gonna I know this is gonna make your booking so much easier, so much more profitable. Like you just see everything unfold so much faster." So I follow up with you a lot and you finally are like, "You know what? I'm gonna make this jump. I'm gonna do it." And now we're 45 days in. So I know you had sent your numbers to me, but I would love if you can just kind of like share them live on the call too. How many consultations did you book? Again, it's been 45 days. In the last 45 days.
Yeah, so in the last 45 days, I've booked 105 consultations. And that's including from when I started to now, because I have some consultations booked in the next 2 weeks as well. So that's including all of those. And then out of those consultations, 60 of them showed. I had 11 no-showed and then 29 canceled. And then out of all of those, I booked 14 out of all those, but those are just my appointments that I've done and completed. Because now I am booking, I think I'm booking for like the end of the month and next month. So now, like including all of that, I have 30 booked out of that 105.
Okay. So 30 booked and you're at your full price appointments?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So your full price, you said 550 to 600?
Yeah.
550 to 600. And that's so do you charge 400 for the first appointment or like 450 for the first appointment and then touch-ups are 100 to 150?
Yes.
Okay. And does everybody do a touch-up?
Yeah, I book it for them when before they leave.
Okay. So yeah, that's awesome results.
Yeah. So you basically serviced 60 consultations and 30 of them booked with you.
Yeah, so I feel like that's pretty good because that's literally like half.
Yeah, that's amazing. How do you feel about it?
I feel like I feel really good. I feel like I don't know. I can't even like describe like I didn't think it was possible. Um oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Um
Uh,
I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I didn't think it was possible and I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so glad I found Isabel. Um yeah, thank you guys.
wow. I'm like gonna cry. I'm
I'm
happy
gonna
for you.
cry.
Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the thumbnail for this video, all of us crying.
I am dead. Yeah, no, literally because they say like, oh, it's the economy, like the market's saturated, and it's like, yeah, like exactly like how you say, like as long as you have a marketing and a system that works, um, and your work is good and you care about your clients, like that's all people care about.
Well, Jasmine, you spent in those 45 days, you spent $1,188. And just from the base, like brow plus touch-ups alone,
Hmm.
that's assuming about 575 on average,
Yeah.
that's $17,250 from
45
Dang.
days.
from less than $1,200 in ad spend, which is like unreal. And that doesn't factor in tips, referrals, any additional
Yeah.
services that they're booking, which like
Yeah.
we factored that in for Bell, and that's like an extra 20-ish%. So
Yeah. It's
that number
crazy.
is actually like a lot higher, which is crazy with that amount of ad spend.
Yeah. Literally like before I found Isabel, I was literally thinking to get like another job or something. Like it was crazy because I was doing this full time and I just wasn't able to pay my bills. I wasn't able to um do anything. And so yeah, that amount is it's life-changing, literally.
Wow.
So happy. I am so happy that you
Me
are
too.
feeling
Thank you,
the
thank
impact of
you.
it all. And yeah, I feel like a huge part for me too is like when you have so much like hands-on, like just so much demand and you're constantly doing appointments, like you get so much better and then you just feel more confident and it's all just like this huge, like fulfilling experience.
Yeah, literally.
So, just to kind of talk a little bit more about like what you experience day to day with this, because it is not only does it deliver this incredible return, but like you don't really have to do that much besides the consultations and the appointment, right? So, walk me
Right.
through like what it looked like then compared to now with like how much you're on your phone and answering people and stuff like that.
It's definitely a lot less. Like I know every now and then like we have to jump in like if they send a picture. Um, but other than that, like it's just It's literally having like an employee, because also too the amount of the program, like I know I had talked to you and it was like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up with that every month. I just think of it as like as if I'm paying an employee now, and it's way less than if I were to be paying an employee because I used to have employees, and even at $12 an hour, it's not even what the cost of this program is. And the bot is just constantly working overtime, like at set, like it'll be 7 a.m. and it'll be like booking consultations where I know before, like I would not be able to do that. So yeah, I'm definitely on my phone a lot less, and um, yeah, it's amazing.
And how do you feel about the like overall quality of the bot? It's not like, I mean, we put a lot of time into it. So if people are skeptical, were you skeptical at all? You're like, I don't want like a cheap AI bot talking to my people. They're gonna know it's fake. Like,
Yeah, yeah, because I would even like even when I was answering my leads on my own, I would get people like, "Oh, is this AI?" or like, "I don't want to be talking to AI." So yeah, I was very skeptical. I was very worried that people would know it was AI, and that it just wouldn't sound like me, like it would, because when you ch type something into ChatGPT and it like gives you
yeah,
something that doesn't even sound like anything like you would say. That's what I was nervous about, is that it would be responding to these people like completely sounding like a robot, or like not giving correct information, or like I was worried that it wouldn't know how to answer certain things and I was still gonna have to like constantly be jumping in and like still answering the leads myself. So that was my concern, but I love how like customized it was, how we can like tweak certain things that I didn't like, how it responded. Yeah, that was all really good.
glad you like it. So it was a lot less work and it got you a lot more people. So I ran the numbers real quick, and your brow appointment booking rate, it actually like from your base leads to the actual brows that were booked
Hmm.
was 3.86% of your leads. So when people do complain about lead quality, like there are a lot of really bad leads, but if you just filter out and find the good ones, you can actually
Hmm.
clearly make some money. But then with us, when you implemented our system, you got that brow booking rate to 7.4%, which just about doubled the booking rate that you were getting, which brought you in a
Hmm.
lot more money.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. And I wasn't even, because I didn't really have time to look at the numbers until last night either. But yeah, that's crazy, like hearing that.
Yeah, and it's because of speed, follow up, all of that's just handled, and that's why that number doubled, right, Evan?
Yeah, yeah, all that goes into it. And we spent a year and a half tweaking it to get it to a point where it's actually like very useful and can do that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
glad that you like that.
Hmm.
Belle, anything else you wanted to cover with her? This has been awesome so far.
Yeah, this has been great. I guess just so, anyone else who is kind of in your situation was in my situation, like other artists like us, what finally made you sort of pull the trigger on like leveling up and working with us? Because I know I followed up with you so many times. I was so confident that it would just create great results for you. So what was it for you?
I just uh honestly, because I had such good results doing it on my own, that I believed you. Like you said, like it'll triple my results. Like you wouldn't be offering it, you wouldn't be following up with me if it wasn't true. um so I mean, I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Like nothing happened. Like either way, like I would just go back to answering the leads myself and I would still have good results. So honestly, it was a no-brainer for me. It was just getting to the point where I could invest in the program and not have to worry about like not having enough for the program the following month. That was all it was for me, but there was no doubt in my mind that I did not want to invest in this after seeing the initial results doing it on my own after our setup call.
Evan, anything else that you want to share before we can just kind of transition into if Jasmine wants to give us any feedback or anything she wants to see that would help her improve?
No, I thought that was awesome. Like we said, you got 15, basically 15 extra brow appointments. Was it worth the investment, having like not having to do really anything yourself, and doubling the booking rate and just being able to like passively do it?
Yeah, it was worth it 100%.
Awesome. Nice to
Bye.
meet you, Jasmine.
Bye.